by highlighting a few issues that came up in the report of the Leader of Opposition. On the resurgency plan, Right Honorable Prime Minister, apart from the Parliamentary Task Force on COVID-19 that requested me for a response plan, I have never received a letter requesting for the response plan. And in any case, the Leader of Opposition makes mention that the Ministry of Health indicated the total cost of the response plan in the budget. Right Honorable Speaker, how would I have come up with that figure if there was no response plan and it was not disaggregated? I want to assume that the Leader of Opposition meant a holistic response plan covering all sectors. And in that case, we can bring a response plan that covers the entire country, but it will not be from the Ministry of Health. The response plan definitely prioritizes logistics because we require that for management of patients. But that does not mean that government has not catered for prevention. Right Honorable Speaker, we have made all efforts to secure vaccines. Vaccines are not available on the market. The global demand outweighs the production. And many of the rich countries have paid for many months to come. It is therefore difficult for many African countries to secure vaccines. And that is why the Right Honorable Prime Minister in her statement said, government is making a multi-pronged approach, including direct procurement from the manufacturers and all available sources like the COVAX facility and the African Union. Right Honorable Speaker, it is true that government allocated 560 billion for vaccines. To date, 101 billion has been provided. We have so far only managed to pay 3 billion to the African Union that communicated that they will be able to release 2 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine to us. We have not paid to any other supplier because the vaccines are not available. In the Right Honorable Prime Minister's statement, she indicated that vaccination is a priority, and government resolved that it is a priority so that we can open up the economy. Government is making all efforts to secure vaccines, including tasking our missions abroad to work with the manufacturers and identify available sources so that we can pay for the vaccines. Right Honorable Speaker, you have requested to know whether the 282 vehicles was not a mistake. I want to state here very clearly.
It's not a mistake per se. A mischarge is an accounting word.
A mischarge?
A mischarge, not a mistake.
Right Honorable Speaker, the funds to procure these vehicles was a call by His Excellency the President. The money was received by the fund task force that was appointed, banked in the fund account that was opened, and transferred to the consolidated fund. And it was only after the committee chaired by His Excellency sat that funds were allocated to the various components that were read by the Right Honorable Prime Minister. Right Honorable Speaker, From the beginning of the pandemic, the World Health Organization was hiring 200 vehicles to support the districts for surveillance, for transporting samples to Kampala, and for other activities. It was extremely prudent that pickups are procured to facilitate districts carry out surveillance. Ambulances are not used for surveillance, and ambulances cannot transport samples. So the pickups were not a mischarge, and the districts will definitely appreciate the pickups. Right Honorable Speaker, in the first supplementary that was allocated to Ministry of Health, funding was provided for 30 ambulances, in addition to the existing ambulances. These were procured, including 3 boat ambulances, and deployed as per the Emergency Medical Services Policy and Strategy. Allow me to inform this August House, Right Honorable Speaker, that ambulances are not deployed per district, and neither are they deployed per facility. According to the policy, ambulances are deployed per region and managed through the regional referral hospitals. And currently, there is a network of ambulances that are ferrying patients from facility to facility and to the center. Right Honorable Speaker, you also mentioned about health workers. Allow me to inform you, Right Honorable Speaker, that allowances are paid to health workers who are taking care of patients in the isolation facilities. In addition, there are also surveillance officers and laboratory officers. All these health workers have been paid their contract sums of salaries and allowances. But this is a continuous issue. It does not end because the allowances are paid per day. And government will continue to pay as the pandemic evolves. Right Honorable Speaker, on the issue of international students, you have allocated that to the rightful ministry and to the Prime Minister. I thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Minister.